Tommy Robinson criticizes Keir Starmer in new public video, why it's stirring political debate. The political conversation in the UK has taken a sharp turn this week after controversial activist Tommy Robinson released a new video publicly criticizing Labour Party leader Sir Keir Starmer. While Robinson remains a divisive figure in British politics, his latest remarks have sparked fresh debate about freedom of speech, the role of alternative voices, and the growing disconnect between political leadership and public sentiment. This development raises important questions. How should mainstream leaders like Starmer respond to commentary from political outsiders? And what does Robinson's critique reveal about voter frustration heading into the next general election? In a recently posted video on an alternative media platform, Tommy Robinson, known for his outspoken views and controversial activism, launched a sharp critique of Keir Starmer and the broader Labour Party leadership. Speaking to his online audience, Robinson accused Labour of being out of touch with ordinary working-class citizens and claimed that the party no longer represents traditional British values. His remarks focused on hot-button topics such as immigration, national identity, and freedom of speech, issues that frequently drive engagement on social media, especially among users who feel ignored by mainstream political narratives. He framed his critique as a call to action for political reform and accountability, urging the public to question what he sees as a detached elite in Westminster. While many of Robinson's claims are contentious and reflect a highly specific ideological viewpoint, the video quickly gained attention online, drawing both support and backlash from viewers across the political spectrum. Sir Keir Starmer has remained focused on building a disciplined, electable Labour Party capable of challenging the Conservatives at the next general election. His leadership has largely steered clear of engaging with extreme political rhetoric, aiming instead to rebuild Labour's credibility on issues like the economy, healthcare, and public safety. So far, there has been no official response from Starmer or the Labour leadership to Robinson's remarks, a likely strategic decision to avoid amplifying the message or getting drawn into a direct confrontation. But with political influencers outside traditional institutions gaining more visibility, questions are emerging. Should Labour continue to ignore these critiques, or is there value in addressing the concerns that fuel them? Starmer's team is banking on staying the course, presenting Labour as the calm, competent alternative to years of political instability. However, this strategy could leave certain parts of the electorate feeling unheard if their concerns, even when controversial, aren't acknowledged. Robinson's ability to command attention, even after being banned from many mainstream platforms, underscores the power of alternative media ecosystems. Through direct-to-audience content, figures like him can bypass traditional gatekeepers and speak to disaffected groups without interference. This is not unique to Robinson. Across Europe and the United States, fringe voices have grown in influence by tapping into the frustration of voters who feel excluded from mainstream conversations. The result is a fractured political dialogue where official party messaging competes with grassroots commentary, viral soundbites, and emotionally charged narratives. For the Labour Party, this creates a complicated challenge. On the one hand, the leadership must maintain a principled stance and avoid legitimizing inflammatory rhetoric. On the other, it cannot afford to ignore the deep-rooted frustrations that often give rise to such voices. At the heart of Robinson's criticism and the reaction to it is a larger issue. Many voters feel disconnected from politics. Whether it's concerns about economic hardship, national security, cultural change, or perceived censorship, there is a growing sentiment that mainstream parties are out of sync with the public. While Labour continues to lead in national polls, especially amid Conservative disarray, this lead may not fully reflect the emotional undercurrent driving political engagement online. The challenge for Starmer is to not just win votes, but to win trust, and that requires connecting with people on more than just a policy level. Understanding why people listen to controversial figures like Robinson, even if they don't agree with everything he says, may offer valuable insight into the evolving mood of the country. As the general election approaches, we can expect more of these public flashpoints. The Labour Party and all major parties will need to reckon with an electorate that no longer gets its political information from one source or one perspective. Whether Labour chooses to engage more directly with online discourse or continues to focus strictly on its policy platform remains to be seen. But the message is clear: the political landscape is changing, and ignoring alternative voices, no matter how polarizing, won't make them disappear. This moment is less about one person's opinion and more about the broader conversation happening across Britain. Are mainstream politicians truly listening to the people or just talking past them? We want to hear from you. Do you think Labour should respond to critiques from outside the political mainstream or stay focused on its agenda? Leave your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video insightful, hit the like button, subscribe for more balanced political analysis, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Stay informed and let your voice be heard.